Let me.
Okay.
What is poster 7? I don't know what federal.
It is a document, a poster that goes on the wall that tells regulations inside, regulations outside, as far as photography and other things of matter. It states on there plainly, anyone can film here. In 2018, Congress came out with a memo, congressional, that said it is legal for the public to film on any federal facility, hallways, corridors, and offices.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're right either. I don't know. That's one of those things I just don't.
That's one of the reasons I'm here.
Okay.
Because people don't understand that and don't realize that.
Okay.
That is the law.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
I understand you have the right to, if it's true.
It is.
What's the point of it? Why are you filming it?
Just to make people aware.
Oh, okay. So you're just making a video.
That's correct.
Hey everybody, Sam Joaquin Audits here. So the other day I did a video for Government Guardian, and a lot of you guys asked me to do a follow-up video for it. So I went through his channel and he actually had 2 follow-up videos, and I screen recorded them. I'm gonna crop them and put them together for you guys. So this is the video right here. If you guys enjoy it, go subscribe to Government Guardian and let him know Sam Joaquin Audit sent you. And I hope you enjoy the second part of the video.
Did you find that?
Sorry?
Did you find that 2018 memo I was talking about, put out by Congress, that says you're legally can legally film any federal facility? I guess I'm gonna start bringing copies of that stuff with me. It's easier and quicker. Sorry for the dead air, guys. So is he trying to find the validity of this paper, or what exactly is going on now?
I think he's talking to his supervisor, trying to figure out like what you just said.
Okay.
Trying to confirm this, man.
Okay.
Would you rather this be confirmed and make sure?
Absolutely.
Or would you rather us just force you off this property and not confirm it?
So you're threatening to trespass me from public property?
I'm not threatening to do anything.
Well, what does force mean?
Man, we're trying to figure out what this is all about.
So what does force mean then, bud?
You are legally allowed to be on the property, videotape. We're trying to figure it out.
Okay, so what does force mean then? Explain that.
Man, I just explained it to you. It's would you rather us have to force you have to do it, to leave, or would you rather give us some time, let us figure this out?
Okay, so break down having to force me.
Why are you being like this right now?
I'm not, but this is you can't trespass me from public. You know that.
It's a federal building.
But it's public, and you cannot trespass me from a public place. Are you crazy?
The federal government wants to trespass you, they can.
That's right, but you can't do it. It has to be a federal officer.
Yeah, which they'll call somebody in to do
No, well then that's fine if that's what they want to do. They can trespass me at that point.
We can actually use law enforcement locally to escort you off the property.
No, sir, you cannot. It has federal facility. It has to be federal law enforcement. That's not. But you need to brush up on your law. If you want to start barking out stuff, you need to be aware of what you're saying. I assure you, you're wrong, and you're going to see that. Sarge, are we good to go now?
Not yet. I'm still looking at some laws, sir.
Okay.
But I need you. You can't be filming this because it's NCIC stuff.
Gotcha. Not a problem.
Okay, but this is my thing. Let me say, come in here and take pictures. Yeah, you got the right on federal property to do that. But you intimidate the girls in there. I mean, no post office ain't gonna take it right away. Well, I'm just, there's no point in that to do this. Back to blue. The blue, they could be out doing other jobs. I mean,
I'm not the one that called the blue, bud.
Weirdos do stuff like that.
I'm not the one that called the blue.
Well, no, they did that because they were scared.
There's no reason for them to be scared of a camera,
That
buddy.
never
There's 15 cameras in the post office.
And nobody ever comes in and starts filming.
Well, it is legal,
It is
and
legal.
perhaps after this,
It is legal.
this won't happen again if it's someone else comes in here with a camera.
But I know why you do it. You do it to prove a point.
I'm not doing it to prove a point. I'm doing it because it's legal and these rights haven't been exercised.
You've got the right to that. I'm saying, yeah.
If they had been exercised, we would not be standing here where we are today.
Yeah.
And you're entitled to your opinion, bud. I mean, I appreciate your opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
I'm just following my orders. When they ask you to go,
And I understand that. I understand that. But you did see yourself there on poster 7. It says I can film in there.
I know.
You even acknowledged yourself that I could.
I know you can.
Well, then, a while ago, you told me I won't be coming back in there with a camera.
Because you can be removed by them. They can
No, I
remove
cannot be
you. You can
removed by them, buddy. I can only be removed by federal.
No, sir. You can be escorted off the
Well,
property.
okay, well,
escorted. Not arrested, not detained, but escorted off the property.
I can't, bud. This is a federal.
I've seen it. I've been there.
Well, then the people didn't know the law and didn't know their rights. And I do. You cannot be escorted off of federal property by anyone other than federal police officers. That's the law.
I've had it done.
And that's because they followed
Threatened
it.
to kill the supervisor. We had him removed.
You know, when there's violence, that's a complete different.
Removed that. They still removed.
That is a complete different story when there's violence.
Still remove them on property. Thank you for your show.
I was about to say the same thing. Thank both of y'all.
Thank you too, sir. Absolutely. You know, one of my reasons for being out here, I'm gonna be honest. Since 9/11, man, what a tragedy. It's coming up, you know the date coming up? 20 years.
Yep.
You hear me? You know how much stuff has changed
20 years. Yep.
in that 20 years? How many rights have changed? How many things have changed and gone back to the drawing board time after time after time to try to reevaluate? That's another reason for me being out here. So maybe, bud, after this is all over and said, done with, maybe y'all will be a little bit more educated. Like the lady up at the front counter told me, you can't film me because I've not signed a consent form for you to do that. That's not the way that works in private.
Right.
You know, if you're in private in your home, that's exactly the way it works. But if you're in public, there is no expectation of privacy in public. You know, so.
I know that.
Talk to you out here.
All right.
Can I at least get your first name?
Buddy, I'd rather not relinquish that.
Well, I talked to the U.S. Postal Inspector.
Okay.
He's over all these facilities and everything. His name is Mr. Wilson. He says if you want to record, stand on the grass out here all day long.
I'm going to challenge you on that because that's not the way the law works.
But it's his property.
It's not his property, sir. This is federal property.
Okay, because you've not identified yourself and you've scared some of these people, he's asking that you leave the property.
Well,
If you don't leave, we're going to charge you with trespassing.
Okay, two things. You can't charge me with trespassing on public
I'm
property.
telling you what's going to happen, okay? He's asked that you leave the property or stand out there in the grass and record all you want to. He does not want you up on the sidewalks because you're scaring people. If you're not willing to compromise, then you will be arrested for
Okay, so
trespassing.
can I speak now?
Sure.
15 cameras in the post office.
Right.
They're scared of my camera.
Well, they're scared of what you were doing and the way you were doing it.
Well,
So-
I didn't approach anybody. I didn't say a word to anybody whatsoever until the lady asked me what I was looking for, and I told her I was looking for poster 7. That is the only conversation I had in the post office at all.
Okay, so,
So-
did you see the poster?
No. The
Okay.
poster they had is like this. It's a photocopy.
Okay, so
It's a
so
2
they're
foot.
not. You think they're not in compliance with what it should be?
I
guess?
guarantee you they're not in compliance.
Okay.
Every post office got mailed a 2 foot by 3 foot laminated poster that's colored to go on the wall to be displayed, not an 8 by 11 photocopy sheet.
Okay.
So that's what I was looking for. I didn't think that was it because that's obviously not what I was looking for. I was looking
Right.
for something a lot larger. There is no, like I was explaining to this gentleman also, in privacy, you have expectation of privacy. But in public, there is no expectation of privacy. You already understand that. I'm sure you know that's the law.
To a degree.
Well, in public, if you want to have private space, you have to create it. That's what the law says.
So are
So-
you willing to compromise and stand over there and record all you want?
No, I am not. So
Okay. well,
I'm not going to go back in, but I'm going to go contact my attorney, Mr. Stinson and Mr. Cummings. I'm going to have both of y'all in front of my attorney or on paperwork through my attorney because you're not in compliance with the laws
Well,
of the post
we're
office.
doing what the postmaster wishes.
And that's fine. And I've got his name also,
Sure.
so he'll be on that paperwork as well.
Okay.
You gentlemen understand, by reading poster 7 yourself, I have every right to be in there.
Well, there's certain guidelines that says you do, but then when you start doing things like you said you're with the media, which media are you with? You're supposed to provide us your credentials.
That is not correct, sir.
You're with the press. You're supposed to.
That is not correct. There is
There you're with the media.
50 years ago, there was press credentials. There is not press credentials given to anyone anymore unless you call ahead with a 50-person party that's coming in, and then they'll give you a
I've
lanyard.
never heard that.
Well, they don't give out press credentials anymore for individuals. That's just the way it works.
You wouldn't even tell them who you were with, the media or whatever? You said you're with the media. I mean, I don't know.
I said I am with a media outlet that I sell these videos to. I'm actually, there's a couple of them that I sell these videos to.
Okay.
I hope he doesn't hit your police car
I
back
hope we
there.
don't
buddy.
either. It'd be a lot of paperwork.
But
All right. Well,
I'm going to be contacting the feds as soon as I leave here. And I'm going to get them
try to
over
get
here.
some guidelines with them.
No,
too.
I'm going to get them over here and I'm going to meet them here.
Okay.
Apparently they are more adept on those laws since this is a federal facility. As I also explained to him, there's another memo you may want to look at. I normally carry that. I told him normally I do. I'll have to start doing it and make sure.
Sure.
In 2018, Congress come out with a congressional memo that said, and I quote, "We invite everyone to film on any federal facility,
Right.
period."
Right. The paperwork I was reading, it says you can film unless they ask you not to.
That's
I'm just saying that's what,
That's what I
we
read. You asked me to pull it up. I pulled it up.
okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not, that's,
It says you can do that unless they ask you to leave or not do it.
but in order for them to ask you to leave, bud, you got to be doing something that you're not supposed to be doing. If you're, I was
It
back
basically
standing,
said, I don't.
I was back standing in the
They
corner
control
out of,
this property. If they want you to leave,
that's
Now,
not
going
the
by
way
I'm
it
not
works.
saying I'm doing it. I'm not saying this. All right.
All right,
Understand
yeah,
that.
Okay.
But you want to read that? Disorderly.
So you're telling me filming is disorderly?
No. You causing a disturbance inside against the employees. That's a disturbance. Okay.
I didn't
You gotta
cause,
understand that.
Again, nobody.
That's the reason why we got called out here.
I didn't cause any disturbance. I was standing there minding my own business.
Read the very right here. Read right here down to the bottom.
Okay, so let me tell you what this becomes then. This becomes the feelings police. Okay?
what the what?
The feelings police.
Oh, okay.
You guys enforce laws. You guys don't enforce feelings. There's 15 cameras up in there. Just because they don't like my camera and they feel bad about my camera, don't mean you enforce a law to go on against my camera when they got 15 in there.
We don't
You-
enforce
sir,
the
you
disorderly anyway.
you don't uphold feelings, you uphold laws.
I'm understanding that was off their federal the Department of Homeland Security
Okay.
website.
Well, you're not feelings police, so you know you can't
I'm
film
just
me.
understand. So when you get a hold of the federal agent that is in charge of this,
Yes.
this building, you get a hold of him.
I am.
He's gonna- he can enforce that though.
Yeah, we're not. He
We're
can.
not. I'm not. That's why I explained to you. As soon as I said anything, I said I'm not forcing this. Go ahead.
But we're getting ready to get out of here, so you said you're going to contact the security guy
I am.
yourself?
I'm leaving myself. I'm right behind you guys.
All righty.
I'm sorry you had your time wasted.
Oh, it ain't no problem.
I'm sorry you was pulled away from your duties. Guys, I'm leaving now because they asked me to, because I don't want to cause any more problems, but I will be back. I want you to understand that, so you might as well prepare for me because I will be back.